tyre dragged around behind him. He's been in the carriage and been out, had 3 weeks work in the carriage, doing up to 8 kilometres a day up and down the roads. And now we're starting his riding stage. I always ride in a scoop and jumping saddle here. It's a very flat saddle, but it sits nicely on all the horses, no matter what sort of horse I put it on. We ride in breastplates because of the steep hills, and as I've got older, my balance is not so good, so I use it as a panic strap as well. Trooper here has been ridden now for about 10 days. We always lunge first before we ride. We're after a nice, calm, quiet sort of horse. We're not looking for anything on the bit. We're not trying to get him on the bit. All we want him to do is go forward, nice and relaxed. The first day I rode him, walk, trot and canter, only a couple of strides of a canter. It's very difficult for 3 horses in a small circle to balance themselves and balance the rider as well. We tend to in the bush 3 or 4 times usually, and then it's out through the bush with another horse to accompany. And that's what we're about to do today. Always ride in riding boots and a crash hat. Crash hat on now. I don't like my horses to move when I'm getting on and off them, so they're taught to tie up and get on and off while they're tied up the first few times. I also don't like horses to buck, and I use a no buck method of breaking them in, or hopefully it's no buck method. And so far Trooper's been excellent, he's been really good, and we'll see how we go now and out in the bush. I must thank Mitavite for their feed, and EQUITANA and the Diamond Horseberg Company as well. So here we go, about to ride Trooper out through the bush for the first time. On to the panic strap, of course, and ask him to go. We always start our younger horses off with someone else lunging them while I ride them. Walk, trot and canter the first time around the yard. His balance isn't so good in the small yard, so we haven't done a great deal of cantering, and we'll go straight out into the bush now. I must say also, I haven't done his feet as yet. He's been taught to pick them up and hang on to them. But because the amount of work he's received over the last 8 weeks, they've been kept short enough themselves. He's starting to get a little bit footsore now, and I've not bothered to put a set of shoes on him because after today he'll be going out in the paddock for a 6-week spell. We always do this with our younger horses. He's only 3 coming 4. He's done a mighty job for a horse that hasn't been unhandled, and I think 6 weeks off right now would do him really good. So he'll be in the paddock, but I still feed him the Mitavite feed twice a day. We'll catch up shortly. Just been out for 3 kilometres an hour with Trooper, out through the bush, uphill and down dale. We've walked, trotted, cantered up the hills. He's done absolutely everything perfect. He's a thorough gentleman, doesn't stir up at all.